Federal Judge turning for home with a narrow lead over Ben Tornado. The two of them locked in battle, and Straight No Chaser joins the fray on the outside with 1 furlong to run. Ben Tornado and Straight No Chaser, these two coming down to the line together. Straight No Chaser and Ben Tornado. Straight No Chaser in the Breeders' Cup Sprint.
The 2024 Breeders' Cup Dirt Sprint champion, Straight No Chaser. That was down at the Seaside Oval. Now taking aim at the rest of the world. And star conditioner behind Straight No Chaser, Dan Blacker. The biomechanics of this racehorse are mesmerising. Champion sprinter Straight No Chaser going through some very sharp morning works, getting ready for the big one tomorrow, Joaquin.
Yeah, what a moment it was for Dan Blacker and the team, giving Dan his very first Breeders' Cup victory with Straight No Chaser in the sprint. A terrific 2024 for the team of MyRacehorse. They won the Preakness Stakes earlier in the year with Seize the Grey. They win a Breeders' Cup race with Straight No Chaser. This is pretty much, you see him galloping there in Saudi Arabia in preparation for this sprint race. Pretty much what we saw at Santa Anita in preparation for his race in the Breeders' Cup at Del Mar.
And Joaquin, it's usually tough to get me up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday
This'll
morning,
do it.
unless it's out on the golf course, but this will absolutely doing it. Cheering it on for the MyRacehorse team, for Dan, Big Sarge, Johnny V in the irons, and of course Christina Blacker all across the pond for this big one. So Straight No Chaser with a really good chance of getting it done as well.
And the thing is, too, for Straight No Chaser is when he won the Breeders' Cup Sprint last year, that was only his third start of the season. That generally doesn't happen for horses, specifically in the division of the Breeders' Cup Sprint, to be that lightly raced and have success in the Breeders' Cup. But he showed his talents once again in the Santa Anita Sprint Championship and the Breeders' Cup Sprint. They had high expectations for him in 2023. Unfortunately, had an injury after his victory at Pimlico Racecourse. But as of right now, I mean, he is the top sprinter on the dirt here, and one of the top sprinters in the world.
Straight No Chaser trying to get it done for the North American team, and the $2 million Riyadh Dirt Sprint going off at 6 a.m. Pacific time. So set those alarms, get up nice and early and watch along right here with us on FanDuel TV. Saudi Cup Saturday coming up with monster money on the line.